Travis LaBranch.
That's me, you know what I mean?
Welcome to Uncensored Wisdom.
You feel me?
What's good?
Ain't nothing, man. What's happening with it? My boy brought
Man.
me down to the studio. Look good in here, dog.
Man, listen, man. First time I met you, Trav, this was years ago through my boy Kano, dog.
Kano.
I don't even know what it was. It was in the video shoot. I met you in the mall, the Gallo.
In the Gallo, yeah.
Yeah,
I was getting ready for his brother in the video shoot.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
It was a wild day.
Right. So, man, just give us a little bit about your background and your upbringing, man. Let us know how you got to be who you are today.
All right, man. First of all, I appreciate you for having me. My dog, appreciate the call, you feel me?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Anything for my boy, man. Shoot, man. Travis LaBranch, originally from New Orleans, Louisiana. Came before Katrina, right before Katrina. I ain't one of the storm babies. Yeah, so I grew up in New Orleans and then came down to H-Town. I feel like moving to Houston was one of my best things that ever happened, because if you know anything about New Orleans, it's a different type of place, you know what I mean? All my peers and friends from back in the day, a lot of them are dead or in jail.
Right.
Gratefully, I'm not. So coming to H-Town, I feel like did a lot for me and my family. I end up coming. I went to Madison High School my first time, but they got me up out of there, Pop.
They got you up out of there.
Man, I was causing all kind of trouble, bro. I was just a little hard-headed little dude, and then I ended up going to Yates. Yates that was the move. I should have went there in the first place. I don't know why I got my act straight when I went to Yates, but I did. I hopped on the track team, hopped in the band, and from there I was in and out of my mom's house.
All right.
In and out, when you get around that age, you get to thinking that you're big and bad.
Right, you grown.
You think you grown, you feel what I'm saying? So
yeah.
At this point now, I'm kind of back and forth to New Orleans. And the crazy thing is, while I'm in high school, I get kicked out of my mom's house because I was being hard-headed. You know, most people, they'll do the interview and be talking about, man, my mom put me out. I ain't had nowhere to go. But let's be real, you was acting up, and that's why you had to get up out of there. You couldn't follow those rules. You had to slide. So you'll never see me do an interview down talking to my parents, talking about, man, they kicked me out. They told me I wasn't gonna be nothing. That's false.
Yeah.
We just wanted to do what we wanted to do. I'm not gonna lie, I ain't gonna say my environment of me growing up wasn't the greatest. I ain't gonna lie and say that. But I had parents that tried. So I was tripping. I mean, you get to learn that when you get older. You get to look back like, man, you know what, my mom and I was right.
Yeah.
So anyway, I ended up getting kicked out, putting myself out, moved back with my pops for a little bit. And the crazy thing is, bro, it was the same year Katrina happened, that summer, right before Katrina happened.
Right.
And the only reason why I moved back, literally like a couple months before it happened, the only reason why I moved back is because my band director at the time, he called me, he was like, hey man, I want you to come and, try out to be the drum major in the band. And I was like, you know what, I'm looking around New Orleans, I'm like, man, this ain't it, this ain't the move. Came back, came to drum major, did that for 2 years in high school. It was one of the best experiences ever. One of the best experiences ever. I loved it. Taught me a lot of things about leadership and a whole bunch. As soon as I come back, bam, the storm happened. I'm like, bro, I dodged a bullet. Man, my brothers and them was my brothers, my pops and all them, they was in traffic for like 24 hours, bro, just to get to Houston. I'm sure you know the story, and it was going down out here.
It was crazy.
It was going down.
It's crazy.
Man, I'm talking about Houston was on fire back then. That's when, and then I'm like in between everything, because I got cousins and family here and everybody brawling here. I don't know, you came up on the west? On the southwest?
Oh, I wasn't even in Houston.
Oh, damn.
I was like past Sugarland. I was out there. I was in the country.
Oh yeah, you was way out there. Ain't nobody coming way out there.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I wasn't even out here. But I know how it was.
It was going down, especially out here on the west, boy. They was getting to it. But anyway, man.
So when that happened, what led you to get into acting?
So how I got there was, went to college, man. I went to college because I really went to college to try to prove a point to myself that I wasn't, dumb, because I didn't apply myself in school. So I went to college to prove to myself I wasn't dumb. I graduated with a terrible GPA. I wouldn't even speak about it. It was horrible. So I went to college to prove to myself I wasn't dumb. I maintained a 3.0 the whole time I was in college. So while I'm in college, I'm like, bro, I'm not stupid. I just didn't apply myself. But I took this theater class at Sam Houston State University. I took this theater class. I just took it just to take it. I ain't really had no thoughts about it or nothing like that. The teacher, she pulled me to the side. She said, hey, I think you should take this seriously because you're good. And I was like, word? I ain't pay that shit no mind.
Right.
I just went back to doing what it's doing. So at this time, I'm trying to figure things out. I'm in and out of college, back from Houston. I went to U of H for a little bit too. I'm in and out of college. I'm going from Houston to Sam Houston, back to Houston, to the U of H, back to Houston. All the while, I'm just going through life. I got job after job. I started getting into trouble. You know what I mean? I'm in and out of jail and court systems, just doing dumb shit. Then this is actually how I met Lewis too. So how I get into acting is, before that happened, the reason why I was getting in jail, going back and forth to jail and stuff and getting in trouble was my brother ended up getting killed.
Damn.
While I was going to U of H. My brother got killed. And at that time, after that, that's when I really spiraled out. I was having real anger issues. I was back and forth to court. The last time I went, they was trying to give me 3 years for I get into it with a cop about some shit. But the last time I went was the last time I went. So I was just all over the place. At this point, I didn't know what I wanted to do. It was this girl I met named Cecily. She used to work at the Spot. And my homeboy Spivey was like, hey man, yeah, he want to act. At this time, he just knew I wanted to act, but I never did any acting, nothing. I ain't did nothing. It was just something that I just dreamed about. And she invited me to this class. Never went to the class. She just invited me. And then one day, randomly, months down the line, I'm in my apartment complex I was staying at the time, and I bumped into Shawty. I bumped into her and she was like, hey, you gonna come with me to this class tonight? Literally, pretty much just dragged me there. I went to the class that night. This lady named Renee was teaching a class in somewhere downtown, something like that.
Yeah.
Took the class, and once again, I ain't gonna say I was great, but it just felt like home when I was in the class. It just felt like I was supposed to be there. So once I took the class, the first night after that, they told me how much it was. At this time, nigga was broke. She was like, man, even if you ain't got it sometimes, still come to class. Come work the muscle. I came. I started taking the class, man. That's how I met Lewis, our homeboy Lewis, our mutual friend. Lewis at the time was working on One Heart when he booked that movie out there.
Right, he was already shooting.
They called him on the phone. It was like, hey, this is going to be your scene partner when you get back. I'm like, cool. You know what I mean? So my boy, he already ahead of me. I'm fresh. So I'm like, what's finna happen now? I'm finna lock in on, because at this point I had figured out, all right, this is exactly what I want to do. I want to act. I'm locked in on whoever doing it. I'm with you all day, every day. He come back, we in class, we training, we doing everything. I used to ride with this man to his auditions, bro. I used to ride with this man all the way to New Orleans just for him to go do an audition for a commercial. I was just that serious about it. I was riding with him wherever he went. He was signed with one of the biggest agents at the time in Atlanta. When I got to Atlanta, I made sure I signed with that same agency. So that's how I got into it, man. And my advice really for anybody that want to get into acting, almost anything, is to go train, go take some classes. Classes is what got me to how far I am today. Because there's people around you doing the same thing that you want to do. You can't say that you want to do this, but you hang around the people that's not doing that. You know what I mean? So my advice to anybody is to go take classes, go train. You're going to meet your peers, and you're going to meet instructors. You're going to meet people that's going to put you in the right places. You're going to learn how to go get headshots. All is going to come from you. Yeah, you can do research, but if you have people right here on the side of you, that's the cheat code to life anyway. If you have somebody right here on the side of you doing exactly what you want to do, why would you not mimic that, duplicate that, or even do better than that? Why would you not do what these people are doing around you?
Right.
Exactly, that's what makes sense. So that's what I did. Boom, I did it. Got me an agent, riding all around Got me an agent riding all around Texas, doing commercial auditions. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I'm like, I want more. I want to get into film television because Texas is such a, well, I don't know what it is now. It may still be a commercial market. But packed my stuff up. I shot out to Atlanta in 2014. Went to Atlanta. So my little brother at the time, August, he was R&B artist. Well, not my little brother at the time, nigga still is my little brother. So my little brother, he does music, you know what I mean? So when I moved to Atlanta, I moved there for acting, but to get right, get my feet wet, to get to know people and to get some money in my pocket, I toured with him for like a year. We did the whole thing over the world. Meanwhile, I am still auditioning, but I'm auditioning and taking classes at the same time when we're not on the road. But that whole first year, I did the whole on the road thing. One of the greatest experiences I had in my life, man. Me and my brother, we had a ball, man. We everywhere, from every country you could think of, from every city, every state you could think of, from some of the best times, some of the worst times. But say the least, it was amazing. So we did that for like a year, man. Got to know people. The music industry, boy. Shout out to anybody in the music industry, boy. That's a whole different thing right there. I don't even really. That's a cutthroat industry, my boy.
Tough pill to swallow.
Man, bro, it's just a lot going on. It was every day, especially touring, bro. It was like every day the same thing, every single day, over and over and over and over for months straight.
So what you get out of that, as far as like the lesson out of that?
Shoot, man.
It was the consistency? Because you just said it's the same thing.
It was consistency, hard work, man, being dedicated, even just seeing my little brother on his own, just every day getting there, because he's the one, we all working, but he the one pretty much putting his body through this daily, you feel what I'm saying? So even seeing him daily, or even having to, sometimes I had to push this nigga to get up, like, bro, we got to go. We got shit to do, but just even getting up every day and just doing it and finding the love in doing it every day too. Because you're doing it often. And Lord said the same, hopefully I get there. I do this every day, but it will become a time where I book a role where I'm a series regular and I have to wake up every single day and go shoot for 6 months straight. You feel what I'm saying? And still find the love in it when I am tired or missing my daughter or upset. I mean, because we human and we all have different emotions, you feel what I'm saying? And we're going to go through them too. You may lose someone that day, but you still have to go to work because production don't shut down because one person having a bad day, unless you are the person.
Right, one monkey don't stop the show.
One monkey don't stop no show. That's a good ass country song right there, King George, I think. So after I did that, man, I was like, all right, cool. I stopped touring my brother. I was like, man, let me get back to what I want to do, take this seriously. I took some classes in Atlanta, the same thing. If you want to know what's going on, get in class. Got in class, met my peers, met some close friends, some people that became close friends, learned a lot. Then we started our own acting community. Me, I had a homeboy named Patrick, Jared, Jeffrey Maya, Taylor, all of them doing their things. All of them on top shows right now. Everybody going hard. Yeah, so we started our own acting community. It was called the Booking Room ATL. And it still goes on. My boy Jared running it right now. So our thing was, we was an acting class, but more so it was like it was a place where almost like I said, it was a cheat code. Me and all my peers, we were a little more advanced than these other actors. So we really pretty much teaching them what we know. Like, all right, cool. You got to go to this casting director. We know exactly what this casting director like and doesn't like. Let me teach that to you. Right. We know what this person likes and doesn't like. Let me teach this to you. Or you don't know how to audition. Let me teach you how to audition. Let me teach you how to move. Let me teach you how to get in the character. We did improv. We did scene study. We had guests come in. We had coaches from LA fly in. We had casting directors from around Atlanta. People actually benefited from our classes we had. People was getting agents, managers, booking TV shows, starting their own companies outside of that company, which we ain't tripping on. We want to see everybody win. Right. So we did the Booking Room. My boy still runs it, the Booking Room ATL. If you're in Atlanta, go to the Booking Room ATL. My boy, he got y'all. So from there, I'm in Atlanta. Atlanta, boy. Atlanta itself is a different place. Atlanta is that's a place you can really get lost in if you don't have no discipline, for sure. Atlanta's crazy. The ratio is insane. It's literally 10-1 for sure. You can easily get lost out there into the wrong thing. So towards my end of time in Atlanta, what really got me off track a little bit, because I did get off track towards my end of time in Atlanta, I ended up losing my sister. So my brother that got killed was, he has 3 daughters, which are my nieces. His fiance, who I call my sister, because we was real so close, she ended up dying from cancer. You feel what I'm saying? So when she passed away, I fell into another kind of dark off place.
Right.
And I was just all over the place, because when she left, it was just like, it hit me just as hard as my brother did when he died. So when she passed away, I was like, all right, cool. I need to do something. I need to figure something else out. So my homeboy Pat, who lived in LA with my homeboy Jock, they had an extra room in LA. Go back a little bit. While in Atlanta, a lot of good things did happen. I booked some of my first roles. The first time I worked with Tyler Perry was in Atlanta, but at the time, Atlanta was a smaller market. And if you wanted to be a more name or get bigger roles at that time, I think it's different now, but at that time, they was only booking those roles out of Los Angeles.
Right.
We would only get roles that's under 5s. Under 5s are lines, you have under 5 lines. That's why they call under 5s.
Gotcha.
You got under 5 lines, you go in there, they say, hey, which way did he go? He went that way. That's it, cool, you're done, whatever. You feel what I'm saying? I've done so many of those. But as any actor in this industry, they want more. They want to be able to carry a story. We don't do all this training or all this working for nothing, you know what I mean? So that also pushed me to get to LA. My homeboy and them, they had an extra room. They roommate at the time moved out. So I moved to LA. I didn't bring nothing but, I think, like 2 bags on Southwest. I came back to Houston for my daughter's birthday. Right after my daughter's birthday, I moved to LA. Got to LA. That first year in LA was tough, my boy.
It was hard on you?
Man, that first year in LA was tough, dog. I had no car at the time. Man, I remember just walking. I remember walking down the street, just every now and then, nigga might cry, trying to figure out what's going on. I had to find a job. And then at that time, I haven't worked an actual job in probably a decade. I hadn't punched a clock in over a decade, bro. Facts. It's been that long since I actually worked. Even when I was in Houston, I never really worked because I did parties with my man Spivey, you know what I mean? We did club promotions, all type of things
Right.
So I never really worked, I did work a job, but it had been a long time.
After that, it was
a long time.
Right.
B. So I'm like, man, I gotta figure it out. I need to figure it out. I ended up finding me a job at Bloomingdale's, which was a cool, sweet job. I sold women's shoes.
Oh, yeah.
Women designer shoes. It was going.
You enjoyed that.
Man, hey, bro, it was going down. I hate feet, though.
Right.
I hate feet, but I do not have a foot fetish. I hate feet. But anyway, so I found a job, man. The job was cool. I started being able to make some money to get, comfortable. But then now, so the thing is, another thing I tell anybody that want to get in the film industry, bro, if you're young, this is what I would have done. If you want to go to college, by all means. But if you want to act, bro, my advice to any young actor is go get a trade. Go do something that you can make money from anywhere. Well, now you got working remote, so I guess that works too.
Right.
But any day that could fall. Go get you a trade. I don't care if you cut hair. First of all, barbers make money now. It's $60 minimum to get a haircut. There's people out here charging $100 or $120. Whatever, go learn how to cut hair, braids, be a fix air conditioners, whatever, because you're going to need a job to fund your career. 1,000% fact. People say, oh man, that's what we used to get messed up back in the day. People be like, oh man, you gotta give up give up everything to you know, you gotta give up everything just to follow your dream, put all your eggs in one basket. No, absolutely not. Have that one thing that you wanna do, but you have to have some money to fund your life.
Right. It's more so of knowing what you want to do so you can fund it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
Point.
if you don't know what you want to do, you just running around with a chicken with your head, like your head out.
Exactly. But
Right.
you gotta have some money, bro, because you're gonna have bills. You may end up having kids. You got family. You're gonna have emergencies. You need insurance. You need all these things, bro. And you can't even move your career forward without being able to have a roof over your head. Now, if you laying down homeless don't get it twisted. I hear about the people that's homeless and stuff like that too, but let's try to prevent that, bro. I would have went, if I knew exactly what I wanted to do when I first came out of school, I would have got me a trade, and I would have just went straight into acting. I went to like acting school or acting college or anything like that. Because it's gonna help you so much. Or pick up a camera, pick up photography, get good at it to fund your dream, because you're not losing sight of your dream. And then also don't forget about this. Just because that you felt like that you wanted to be an actor, it may not happen that way. I'm not telling you to give up that dream, but along the way, you may end up being one of the best writers ever. You may end up being one of the best directors ever. You may end up being one of the best producers ever. This is just the one to get you in. But don't ignore the callings on your way up. If God told you to pick up that pen and write, you write. You may be the best writer. You must be the best showrunner ever, because then at this time you could create your own content. You could put your peers on. I know I can speak for the majority of the people around me, but I can't speak for the world. One of my biggest achievements in the world would be is when I'm able to give my friends a job. When I'm able to give my partner a check that need a check. Not to give your partner some money just so he could borrow, to give him an opportunity. I can't wait till I'm able to do that for any one of my peers. Or whenever I can make the phone call, be like, hey, man, my boy, he the one, he got this, put him there. So said all that to whatever you want to do, make sure that you have a trade or something to fund what you want to do, because it gets tough out here. So when I was in LA, I was doing that. I had my manager, I don't know why, she loved me, bro. She really loved me. Like, I got off anytime I wanted to get off. She wasn't on me as hard as she was on everybody. She was just real cool with me, like cool. So did that. I had to go and find managers. I had to find agents again, because I had got dropped from my old agent. And
so you had to basically just remix everything all over.
Remix everything, start over. I got a new team now. I got a new agent and manager. While I got on my way, while I was in there. So, got the audition again in LA. Everything good. COVID happened. Boom. COVID shut the world down. So now COVID happened, the world pretty much over, because like everybody out of school and stuff. So now I'm back and forth, because my daughter out of school, somebody got to take care of her, you feel what I'm saying? And at the same time, the industry kind of shut down, everything virtual. COVID was a gift and a curse. COVID allowed me to be here today, because now it turned the industry virtual. It's a whole virtual market now. So I could literally do, minus commercials, I could literally do what I want to do from anywhere, because all we have to do is record our auditions, send it in. Now, if they need you for an emergency callback, you gotta get on that plane and go back, you know what I mean? Or to LA or to Atlanta. But most of the time, if you book a role, they'll fly you out. Right now, I'm working on Tyler Perry's The Oval. I've done that for 2 seasons. Hopefully I'll come back for another season. Season 4 just went off. Season 5 should be coming up sometime in the fall.
So what character are you playing?
I play a character, his name Antonio. I play the cousin of this pharmacist. I'm a drug dealer running the drugs all through the White House and through everybody. Everybody gotta, come to me to get the drugs, and don't really want to give away too much, but it's exciting. It's dramatic. It's fun. It was one of the greatest opportunities. Working with Tyler Perry, bro, hey man, he has always been an idol of mine. He's from New Orleans, so that's like,
right.
You know what I mean? Dope boss, man, cool. And just to go on that lot, bro, and just to see what this black man done built. He has like, I think, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, but kind of quote me on this. I think he has the largest film studio.
I think he does too.
I think he has the
I think
largest
he
film
does.
studio.
Yeah, we might be right about that.
Over studios that's been here since, you know what I mean?
How did that opportunity come about?
Man, my manager. Crazy thing is, at the time I met my manager, I wasn't even looking for a manager. She just emailed me. And I guess she went on IMDb. Always have your IMDb up to date, because you never know. They're gonna go look at your pictures and your bio and stuff like that too. She found me, sent me an email and asked me, was I looking for a manager? I really wasn't, because at the time, this is when COVID was going on. I was still in Houston at the time. And I'm like, man, I just need to figure out what's going on. So I took the meeting. We had a phone call, and I ended up signing with her. So once I signed with her, she just started sending me auditions. And that's like I was with her for maybe 3 months. And then I booked that role. She sent me the audition. The crazy thing is I had a flight. I had a flight. She sent it to me that night, but when it was due. So sometimes you get auditions, they have to be done that day, the next day, sometimes they give you time, sometimes they don't.
Right.
But this one was due the next day, but I had a flight to go back to Houston. Actually, because I was in LA at the time. I had a flight to go back to Houston. Man, so I just got up in the morning. I barely even knew my lines. I went to my partner's house, I looked over the lines, put it down, taped the audition. When I got to Houston, maybe a week later, I got the call, booked the role. From there, went to Atlanta. That man shoot fast. Went to Atlanta, we shot that within like 8 days. And I was on 8 episodes. And we shot that in like less than 8 days. Less than 8 days.
What was that like? The experience of it?
Amazing. It was amazing, bro. It was dope. Working with everybody that looked like you, first of all. They treat you nice, put you up nice. Just the best thing is, man, just the greatest feeling is after you done worked so hard for something to finally seeing and being in your achievements. And it just felt so amazing. It's like, man, all this time, this is something that I wanted to do. It's a high. It's a high. And then that you go, and the high is gone. Once the show was done, once we wrapped it, it's gone for a minute, but you riding like a high the whole time you there. You studying 24/7, because it's like boot camp over there. You got to be on and ready. When he say action, it's time to go. You got to get to it. But it's exciting, man. You studying every day. You get in, you go on a set every day. You got your. It's a beautiful experience, man. If it's something, I feel like that for anybody that love anything that they do so much, and finally be able to get that piece of that pie, it'll be something that sometimes you can't even explain. You know what I mean? It was great. I was finally to make all these people over 50 happy. They'd be like, oh man, you should go holler at Tyler Perry. It's not that easy, guys. I can't just go holler at Tyler Perry.
You just can't. Hey, what Tyler at? I need to talk to him real quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you should just go hook up with Tyler Perry. It's not that easy, guys. But for all y'all that wanted me to go hook up with him, hey, there it is on the Oval. Y'all go check me out there. But amazing, man. I loved it. Waiting on, well, right now, it's a strike going on.
Yeah, how you feel about this strike, this writer's strike?
Man, and then it's a writers and actors strike, actually.
Okay.
Because we joined them on the strike. Man, pay the people what they're deserved. Pay us what we're deserved. And I get people, man, people don't understand, especially people that's not even into like the world of arts. They be like, oh, well, you signed that contract and then you have to live with it. They don't know nothing about nothing. You don't even understand how this goes. You don't understand how these contracts may have been standards for 60 plus years. You also understand that now we're dealing with streaming services that affect everything. So the way that people get paid is different. Like, cause back then, if you had a show that came on, your residuals could fund your life for like a year, bro. You know what I mean? It could fund your life for like a year. And now you're getting paid to the penny, you're getting-
pennies on the dollar.
Pennies on the dollar, crumbs pretty much. I think hopefully that is over soon so everyone can get back to work. But like I said earlier, even for actors that are at their pinnacle now, because with me, acting is what I love to do, but it's gonna be so much more. Even advice for actors that are at their pinnacle that's working every day now, I still will get my hand in other things as well. But I hope they have a love for it. Outside of acting, as you know, I cook.
Right.
One of them gonna get me in the door.
Right.
And I'm gonna stay on both of them. It's gonna be cookbooks flying off the shelf, cooking shows flying off the shelf, some things that I could brand and have and own myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? But not saying that everybody's gonna have that, but I encourage it, because I feel like, I mean, like Kevin Hart, bro, that man does everything, man. This man has everything. But back to like the writer strike and actor strike, I hope that it comes to an end soon. I hope that they get people back to work, because we're not, and those people not, especially writers, bro, like without them,
it's nothing without the writers.
It's nothing without the writers.
Writers are the fucking fuel, the gasoline for this.
Absolutely, bro. So hopefully that they get that right and get that together, man, because especially in LA, bro, it's expensive. LA, New York, this is my first time even thinking about them people in New York.
You think about LA.
I think just about LA and Atlanta alone. I ain't even think about New York. Probably because I'm not a really big fan of New York. But anyway, it's expensive out there. It's high out there, man. Like, man, get them people back to work. People got families, they got kids, pets, homes, mortgages, and the money run out sometime. So I hopefully that is over soon, and then everybody get paid fair.
You mentioned the food, so let us know where KitchenBae came from. Like, what is this about?
Man, my mom cooked. She literally crazy. The other thing, I made gumbo 2 nights ago. My mama, she came over and ate. She talking about, oh, I done passed the torch over. Your gumbo finally better than mine. Whatever, my gumbo will never be better than yours. But that's what she say. She might just try to stroke my ego. But my mom always cooked. It's one thing that I've always bragged about and admired about my mom was her food. Like her food, everybody in the hood, everybody knew that
she could throw down.
She could throw down. She the truth. You know what I mean? My mama the truth. I won't per se say that she like hands-on taught me, but she have, and when I got older, I'm always calling her like, hey, how this goes, you feel what I'm saying? But I've always watched and always paid attention to, my mom. And then I think it probably just was in my blood, bro. Just like loving to cook. I just love, I'm not even a big like foodie. Like I like to eat, but I'm not like a person that's like eat a lot of food. I just love the way food looks. I just love how pretty it is. It's like porn to me, honestly. It's sexy as hell.
Right.
So I just, in LA, a lot of my peers, they all do like social media and content creating. And one of my homies named Jeremy, he was like, bro, you already cooking, just record it. I literally hate shooting myself cooking. It's actually a hassle.
It slow you down, doesn't it?
Bro, it slow you down. I done cut myself trying to move the camera and get to certain angles. Then, I'm not just, now how I shoot my content, I'm not just holding it in one spot and here. I'm coming through and trying to make y'all feel it with me. I'm trying to get these nice angles and make it cool, because
you dancing and everything.
Everything. Putting on the show, KitchenBae, LaBranch on Instagram. But anyway, so I just started doing that on Instagram, trying to build up my social media presence on it. Really, I was trying to get this internet money, but I'm finna move over to YouTube, because Instagram is really just whatever. I'm gonna start doing long form on YouTube. But now, from that, a lot of things have came out, because I've always cooked, always cooked, but never just put that out there to the world. A lot of people didn't even know I cooked. When they was like, bro, you cook? I was like, yeah, I've always cooked. But me having to shoot content also has upped my cooking game, because now it forces me to practice even more.
And cook different things
too. Cook different things, yeah. I always want to push myself and cook different things. I always want to cook something. I'm probably going to cook something different tonight just to try it. I just be in the kitchen just trying stuff. It's trial and error. but now then it branched out to me. Sometimes I be cooking at the club, man. So I got people hitting me up to cater their weddings or birthday events or private events now. And all that's income. You know what I mean? It's all going towards the brand too. It's all going towards the KitchenBae brand. That's going to be the other brand outside of acting. KitchenBae. Hopefully one day I have my own cooking show, own cooking talk show, cooking whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, man. That's pretty much how I came. Pretty much how I started cooking online. All my brothers could cook actually. All of us could cook.
Right.
Get it from mine. We all could cook. But the brand KitchenBae just came, and I was like, shoot, what I need to call myself? I'm like, shit, KitchenBae. I just came up with it.
Just ran with it when you
just
came
ran with it, and then ever since I've just been KitchenBae. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't even know I act. It's crazy. At first, a lot of people didn't know I cook. Now, if you go look at my Instagram, people don't even know that I'm an actor.
You just flipped over just like that.
Just flipped over. They just think that's just all I do is just cook, which is fine. I don't really care what y'all think. I'm just trying to get to it.
So when you got the KitchenBae, you was just like, I ain't even gonna make another Instagram. I'm just gonna flood it on my gram.
I'm like, why not? I got all the following on my gram already. You know what I mean? Now I am going to make another one now, but I mean, it's just still part of me.
It's all you.
It's all me. And then man, bro, trying to juggle a whole bunch of different. I don't even see how people have Finstas and fake Instagrams when they be stalking people. I don't have the time for that, bro.
It's hard managing more than one Instagram.
Man, it's hard, bro. It is tough, man. But I am going to probably get another one just for it, but I don't think I'm going to change the brand of my Instagram. I'm kind of cool with that. But I think I may do on my main Instagram incorporate more of like my acting success or what I'm going through on that journey, because let them know like that is who I am. This is who I am. I'm an actor and I'm a chef now. Yeah, I may create a different one, or I may not.
Right.
T LaBranch, Travis LaBranch, T LaBranch, KitchenBae. That's my brands. I actually contemplated about the other day changing my stage name to T LaBranch. I don't know why. I just thought about it.
It just hit you, and you gonna do it, or you just
I just thought it was a thought. I was like, I kind of like Travis LaBranch, but also kind of like people call me T LaBranch, and first of all, somebody thought my name was Tila.
Oh shit!
I was like, nah.
That don't feel good. You know what I'm saying?
Like Tila. Now my name Travis, my last name LaBranch. I really do like my last name a lot though.
Yeah, I got star appeal to that. The LaBranch.
I appreciate it,
Yeah, for sure.
I'll be the first LaBranch to make it poppin' then, you know what I mean? But I like my last name. It used to be Blair a long time ago. It was my mama last name, and then some.
Okay.
It used to be Travis Blair. How that sound? Travis Blair. Travis LaBranch kind of hard. Shout out to them Blairs and them LaBranch and stuff. I mean, that's my blood. But yeah, man. Anybody out there that want to get into the film industry or any industry, man, y'all already know this. Everybody already know this, man. Bet on yourself. Believe in yourself.
Right.
Work. We all guilty of being able to work harder.
Everybody guilty of that.
Very much so. I got days where I work hard and got days where I do absolutely nothing. Nothing. But you got to take care of yourself, bro, and take care of your mental. We're getting older. Man, I had my first anxiety attack.
Damn, how they talk about that? What happened?
Nigga, I don't know. It just came.
That nigga said, I don't know. Like,
Man.
when you say anxiety attack, what you?
I've always had anxiety. But I've never had an anxiety attack. I always feel anxious every now and then. If I'm talking to somebody, I'll like be quiet for a minute, or I breathe real quick. And sometimes I'll tune somebody out if they're talking too much just to get myself right, and I'll be cool.
Right.
But I've never had an anxiety attack. I had an anxiety attack while I was cooking, actually. And that shit.
Oh, this shit was recent?
Yeah, it was recent. It was probably like 3-4 months ago. Nigga, I thought I was about to die.
You passed out, you feel? Or what was
Nah, I ain't passed out. I had walked outside to get some air, and then I called the ambulance. And they ended up coming, and I explained to them what was going on. And the nigga was like, you having an anxiety attack? I was like, nigga, I'm dying. What are you talking about? I can't move. He's like, just calm down. I'm like, bro, I'm over here tripping. And took him to the hospital and calmed me down. After that, I had like a shock of it, like of of every now and then still thinking it was gonna happen. But now I got it under control, knowing when to relax, knowing when to chill, knowing when sometimes too much is too much. You know what I mean? No matter, sometimes you could work hard, but sometimes you have to take a break, bro. Sometimes you have to take a breather. Man, sometimes I turn my phone off and I just throw it and I won't touch it for the rest of the day. Like, cause sometimes you just need that. Well, I do. But work hard. We all are victims of sometimes not working as hard as we could, doubting ourselves, sometimes not feeling like we're enough. Another thing that goes me crazy is like, it's always more to do. When you feel like you made it here, it's still more hard work to do.
It's still another mountain to climb.
It's still another mountain to climb. It's like, God damn, the work ain't done yet. It's no matter how old you get, how far you get into your craft, how deep you get into it, there's always more to do. It's like there's no top. But as long as you make yourself happy, that works. But don't feel down about it. Sometimes I kick myself down about it, like, man, I could work way harder than this. Or I'll be watching TV. I never hate on anybody. I love everybody that's doing what they're doing. All my peers, I want to see them win all the time. But sometimes I watch TV and I'll be like, okay. Oh, if I see a great performance, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to get my ass to work. I need to get up and get to work. Or if I'm watching people and they content videos, I look at their videos like, okay, yeah. It's just inspiring me.
I was about to say it's inspiration.
It's inspiration.
You know what I mean?
Inspiring me to go harder, to work harder. Like, I bet, let's get to it.
Where you see the Travis LaBranch brand going in the future? Just you and like, what's your future plans and what you going towards?
Man, future, hopefully I plan within the next year or whenever the strike over. I want to book a series regular role on TV. Within the next year, I can tell you what I want. I want to book a series regular role on TV. And I want to have my content with over 100,000 of views and subscribers on YouTube with brand deals and sponsorship. That's my short-term goal. That's what I want to happen within the next year.
Right.
That long-term, man, I just want to be successful, take care of my family, live my dreams. Want to buy a farm one day.
Right.
It just be in the middle of nowhere, bro. It's just like me, my family, bro, and chilling. I don't really want too much, bro. Like, I don't even have to be the most popular nigga or the most popular actor in the world. I just want to wake up every day and do what I love to do.
Right.
And take care of my family. That's all I want to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? Build some companies that I could pass down to my kids and things. Because think about it like this. Sometimes, if you don't have a company, right, you pass down, which we need to change. If you don't have a company to pass down to your child, most of the time you pass down what you do to your child. That's why some people, plumbers, his dad was a plumber. His dad was a plumber.
The trade.
The trade, you feel what I'm saying? So, which I will have businesses, but if not, but at the same time, being able to pass down positive influence to my kids, man, being able to give them like, all right, cool, daddy's an actor. I could go be an actor. Or daddy's a chef, I could go be a chef. Or just give them something to look, forward to. Because sometimes you don't have businesses to give down to them. Sometimes you give them a trade or you give them a craft that they could get into. And hey, by all means, if you be better than me, I would want you to. I would love for that to happen. So that's what's for me next, man. But the show just getting started for sure.
Right.
You know what I mean? We here, we finna get it rocking. Hopefully one day, I will get me a food truck. And then after that food truck, we'll have a restaurant.
Oh, I can see the food truck.
Oh yeah, it's on the way, man.
I can see the restaurant.
The restaurant, all that's on the way. I'm working towards that now. Food truck, restaurant, have it all going out here. But like I said, one or the other gonna get me in the door.
Right.
One or the other gonna get me in the door. And when it does, I'm on both ends. Those are two things that I'm passionate about, and those are two things I'm gonna stick in. And who knows what happens down the line, but that's the plan.
Okay. Well, this is Uncensored Wisdom, and at the end, I tell everybody the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Uncensored wisdom is like your grandpa sitting on the porch. He gonna give it to you straight and raw, but it's gonna be wisdom. Mm-hmm. And you gave us some wisdom already about if you want to be an actor. But overall, if somebody is hesitant and they don't know what to do to jump off the porch to go do the thing that they want to do, what's your uncensored wisdom to them to help them out?
Man, if you're hesitant, and man, it's gonna be so regular. It's jump, bro. You absolutely have to jump, because the only thing holding yourself back is you. You have to jump. I was terrified to jump my damn self. You have to do it. Don't worry about what the people around you got going on. Don't worry about what the people gonna say. You have to do it. You're gonna look corny until you do it, because everybody gonna be like, oh man. Every time you do something new, you're gonna have a hater. They're gonna be tripping. You know what I mean? Just do it, bro. Keep God first. Put yourself first. Sometimes it's okay to be selfish, and just jump. Because if you don't, you're gonna be living your life on a what if.
The regret.
The regret. You're living your life on a what if, on a regret, man. You gotta jump. You gotta take that leap of faith, and consistency will always get you success. Every single time. It don't matter. It may not be the exact success that you're looking for, but consistency most definitely will get you success. I've been acting for almost like 10 years now, and I finally booked my first big guest star role. And that's just consistency. That's because I'm not quitting. I refuse to quit.
Right.
I will die trying. I refuse to quit. So anybody that's hesitant, I mean, I ain't gonna give you no crazy deep quote or nothing, bro. You just gotta jump and you just gotta do it.
Right.
If you want it bad enough, you just gotta do it. You don't wanna be stuck in the same place with that regret. I should've did this, I should've done that. Cause I mean, you're gonna have that anyway, cause if we could turn them tables back, to be on, I'd be a millionaire by now. I'd be already on if I would've started acting from way back when.
Right.
Yeah, man, just jump and keep positive people around you, and keep the people around you that's doing things that you want to do. They don't have to exactly be inside the film industry, but it keeps successful people around you, or people with their head on their shoulders. I'm not telling you to turn your back on your friends unless they're horrible friends. I've been having the same friends for over 18 years. But keep positive people around you. Just jump, man.
Facts.
Gotta jump, big dog.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Travis LaBranch.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for coming on Uncensored Wisdom.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I want to come back and
Oh yeah, you gonna come back for sure. That was the introduction episode.
Yeah.
We're gonna dive into some other things.
We're gonna dive into some other things. You know what I mean? We're gonna get deep into it. I appreciate it, bro.
Already.
Yes, sir.
Right.